Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call. We're having some interference here. Seems to be a little persistent today. Let's see if we can pull in the energy. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for 3 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday, August 28, 2018. And sometimes we have a little interference. But today's meditation is gentle. And being gentle, I'm sure you all know, with yourselves. And being gentle with yourselves, you learn how to be gentle with all life. And instead of a bowl in a china shop. So, if you can picture being gentle with yourself and gentle with what you do during the course of the day, and gentle with all those you come in contact with, and gentleness can be coming from a standpoint of your focus and where you're at and how you are and how you view things. And again, that blends into being happy, that you're happy, that you have and are building a phenomenal relationship with you, period. And that's, see, in order to be aware of all around you is to be aware of who you are and be aware of you. And when you do this, you're able to sense and feel things normally that you would not, or they would pass you by because you weren't aware, because you were too much in turmoil with yourself. So when you become calm and you're gentle, you pick up things, you see things, you feel things a lot differently, and you don't miss many things. You know, emotions, feelings, thoughts, view, clarity, how you see yourself, how you see the world, how you see others. And so perspectives change. Gentleness is a higher vibrational frequency. And it's all contained, again, within us. And whatever your mind is challenged with, okay, your thought processes, what you're thinking about, what you're being literally with obstacles and challenges for the day, and all of that will melt the moment you turn towards gentleness. And that's inside of you. The gentle presence is inside of you. You'll never be harmed or led astray by being truly gentle with you. So that's important. You will never be harmed or led astray by being truly gentle with you. Period. And it's really interesting because I have people say, well, the universe is crap and it doesn't love me, hates me, and it's always causing problems for me, never answers whenever I ask for things, and blah, blah, blah. And the funny thing is the universe loves you. Here's the crucial thing. This is key across the board. It's all rooted within each and every single one of us. That's where it's rooted. And what is it? It's how you are, how you live, how you perceive things, all of it. It's crucial for you to have a wonderful, loving, gentle, kind, peaceful, joyous, relationship with you. And I don't care what anybody claims they're going to be, or relationships or anything. You can't have them. You can have them, but they're not going to be successful 99% of the time. And that's a relationship with yourself. See, I think we've got things twisted, where we continually try to engage in interaction with others, whatever that may be, friendship, intimacy, relationship, all of it. But we keep backfiring, sputtering, running out of steam, not have the conviction because we are not tuned with ourselves. And that's what we're doing. We're fine-tuning ourselves for the progression. And as you know, and here's what ascension is. Ascension is you fine-tuning yourself so that you can rise higher and higher and higher. And there's no negatives here, okay? You aren't a bad person, you aren't a loser, none of that stuff. That's all within you. You aren't going to be punished, all of this. That's all made-up stuff within you. So it's important to understand that in literally being gentle and knowing that the universe loves you and knowing that you love yourself and forgive yourself, it carries on in a lot of different ways. We don't spend enough time with ourselves, and that could be just in the course of the day of talking to ourselves, communicating with ourselves, understanding who we are with ourselves and with each other. Many things change. Many things change. So with being gentle, it's another step in fine-tuning our vibrational frequency, our relationship with ourselves, and our relationship with this planet and all inhabitants of this planet, and for that matter, all inhabitants of any planets, anywhere. So if you will, go to a place where you're going to be relaxed, comfortable, which you probably already are, and it won't be interrupted, and find a scene or a depiction of a scene that you have lived in your life where you feel you were the most relaxed, and relive it. Or find one, create one for yourself where you can relax. Relax the body, physical body, and where you feel like you're floating, starting to, and breathe. You want to do 3 to 6 inhales and exhales. You want to hold at 1001, 1002, 1003. And you want to breathe through the nose and out through the mouth. When you breathe in through your nose, you're breathing in divine positive energy. And that energy is coming directly from your Creator. From Prime Source, Creator, God. From Father, Mother, God. So you are getting this coming directly into you, into your gut spark, and you are expanding. You're taking in gentleness, calmness, serenity, peace, prosperity, abundance. These are all things that are being ignited within you that you house. Wealth, wonderful health, all of these things that you are made up of. See, now that's interesting. When you realize that you're made up of those things, that they're not something that you grab and pull in. You're made up of all of those. That's your essence. Eternal love. So as you breathe in that divine positive energy, as you exhale through the mouth, you're letting go of anything that really doesn't serve you any purpose. Could be a thought, emotion, feeling, whatever. And you know it because you faced it, you've identified it, and it's there. So you walk through it. You don't run from it. You walk through it. And it dissipates, vaporizes, and it's gone. So as you do this, as I'm talking and you're doing this, breathing is so important because it balances you. It focuses you. Brings you more into gentleness and peace and eternal love. So now we all go into our inner heart, our inner self, our heart brain, and we enter through the heart. We go as deeply as we can, and the deeper we go, the more we know, because we feel more and more at peace, more and more gentle and kind and relaxed. As we flow further and further, we come to an area that is literally sparkling and flashing and glittering, golden white pink light, purple transmuting flame, all around. And it's eternal love that is all around us and in us. It flows within and out. It literally permeates everything. So then you see your higher self and you join with your higher self. We're all in communication with our higher selves. As we go arm in arm, hand in hand, and we begin to float up, we call in all light beings, all light energies of love and from love. We call upon all of the inhabitants, light beings of planet Earth. We call upon all of inner and hollow Earth of love and from love. We call upon all of the archangels, all of the cherubim and seraphim, all of the ascended masters of love and from love, all of the fairies and sprites, all of the loved ones who have passed over. And as we're floating up, they're joining us in droves. And all of the light beings from all of the galaxies through the universes and the solar systems that are of love and from love, joining us. And they're just, and as far as the eye can see, they're coming in. We can look as we're floating up. They're like vortexing up to us, being pulled up into our circle and joining us arm in arm, hand in hand. So we float up, and we're immediately encased in a perfect sphere bubble of golden white pink light, purple transmuting flame of eternal love. And the only thing that can penetrate that sphere is eternal love. So we're all protected. We're all vibrating. We see the meditative sphere holding all of our meditations in perpetual motion, glittering, flashing, humming, and giving out a warmth and an eternal love. We begin to feel in the crown of our head golden white pink light rain saturating in a very warm, loving embrace as it hits our crown and starts to saturate from the top of our head all the way through our physical body, inside and out, all the way down to our toes and through our God spark. So we are being saturated with complete and total gentleness. We feel any stresses, anxieties, anything that we're holding that we have brought in or attracted are subsiding. We are being cleansed of anger, frustration, and fear that we house within us. We are becoming gentle. With gentleness becomes kind and peace and happiness and contentment and confidence and passivity. We are just calm and gentle to ourselves, loving, which clarifies everything and all life around. We embrace the gentleness. We watch it and feel it as it permeates our very existence and as it does so on all the inhabitants of Earth. As it fans out, saturates, as the rains fall everywhere, above ground and below ground. saturating, infusing this wonderful gentleness. The rain as it continued to gently saturate. Everything is sparkling, reflecting, and glittering. And it's just a real warm, compassionate, tender, caring, loving gentleness. And we feel it, and we connect with all of humanity's higher selves. And we blend. And we're all in communication. Now just picture that calmness, a pink hue over the planet, a crystalline pink hue, a rose quartz crystalline, a golden reflection, white crystalline reflecting, calming all. In gentleness, increasing. So I'll join you in the meditation. I'll be back to close us out. realize that everything emanates from you. So, as you rise, as you find yourself, become more aware of yourself, and it's not hard to figure it out, is that when you love yourself genuinely, then you love others. Those that love others love themselves. So it's hand in hand. You've come across many people that in your travels in this life where you see where, and maybe at times yourself, where you're not loving of yourself. You are not loving yourself. And you cannot love others if you do not love yourself. It doesn't work. It just, no matter how much you try to fool yourself, it does not work. And we have a lot of that going on the planet, and has for centuries, where you love yourself, you love others. The only way you love others is that you love yourself. And that's part of this gentleness. Being gentle with yourself it allows you to be gentle with others. So it goes hand in hand with everything. With high toleration and acceptance of others means that you have a high tolerance and acceptance of yourself. Now, man, picture bringing all of those attributes, all of those energies that you contain, that you exude. Imagine that. Imagine humanity working on that of each and every one of us with ourselves, and how harmony would play such an important role amongst the inhabitants of this planet. Complete harmony. So, knowing you and having that connection, whether people are not connected and reconnect themselves, of knowing who they are co-creation. They are eternal love. That's what we are. So with eternal love, think about that. Think about the stark difference of eternal love, and that's all of us, all of humanity, eternal love. And picture all of the conflicts and everything that have gone on. It makes no sense, see? So once we understand that if we choose to change the landscape of this world, to change how things are done, we first must understand and love ourselves. We then have patience, high patience, so that for ourselves, so that we can have high patience for others. We have high tolerance for ourselves, so that we can have high tolerance for others. We have high peace for ourselves, so that we can have high peace for others. It always starts with us. We can't blame it all the time. We can't point fingers. We can't say, well, that really wasn't my fault. And it's not punishing yourself. It's not, that has nothing, that's not even in there. It's about understanding you and getting yourself balanced and complete. And it's simple. It's not a complicated process whatsoever, no matter how outside forces try to complicate it. It is soft, it is kind, it is compassionate, it is caring, it is loving, it is gentle, and it all comes together. And it doesn't take long, because you start with your core, and your core is eternal love, which is connected to everything. So you say to yourself, why am I in a hurry? To get where? For what purpose? All right? Do I care about me? Okay? How do I care about me? These are things that we reflect within. And we aren't going into this negative vibrational energy of negativity and all that depression and everything else. When you begin to love yourself, all of that stuff just melts away. All of that garbage just doesn't really, interfere with you and who you are. So these things are so impactful and so penetrating as we all learn together and we all progress and grow together. So we'll have a call tomorrow night at 9 p.m., a Time for Change call. We're going to cover, see, and what I do, I test things, I try things to see if they're just garbage or they have merit and impact on our physical well-being. So we're going to discuss some things that are basically becoming available to humanity. We're going to discuss different applications for ailments that people have that are suffering. And now we're not going to go into witch doctor stuff or anything like that. And this will we're going to very carefully lay it out and express what these things are capable of doing and what they've done for other people. And we're going to also talk about clarify some things on the plasma medbed. We're going to clarify some things on the replicators. We're going to clarify a few things that people are asking questions about. And we have, and also we'll just put it this way, many other things that are going to be of interest to a lot of people. So that'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. And we are looking forward to that. So in the course of your day, see what you can do about being gentle to yourself and not critical and not destructive to yourself. See how gentle you can be with yourself. That opens up many doors, and many lotus will bloom as you do that. So, sending you through Creator, through Prime Source, Creator God, through the Father and the Mother, God, to send you total peace, total prosperity, total kindness, total gentleness, total joy, total bliss, total health, total happiness, total prosperity, total abundance, total wealth to each and every single one of you for the rest of the day, into the evening, into tomorrow, until we meet here at 3 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday, August 29th, 2018.